Interestingly enough, did you guys see my post last night about the creative director at Microsoft getting fired? That could actually be a big break for creativity in terms of... I think horror games would come under that label of what Microsoft ends up putting out post this E3.
Isn't the reason why he got fired was because he was the biggest douche to the fan base?
It was that, but it was also the fact that basically he came out and he said, you know, oh, I'm this big cheese and I'm saying that it's going to be online all the time. And obviously everybody called him out and said, oh, you're an idiot. And he was. But he was so stubborn about it that they kicked him out. And it's a big deal because he's the creative director. This is the guy who says, I want that game to get made. I want that game to look like that. I want that. If he's out of the picture, who are they going to get to replace him? It could be worse or it could be better.
Similar douchebag.
It is Microsoft after all.
I mean, I know
it's Microsoft. They're like the Borg, you know. The moment one gets killed, they just bribe someone with a creative vision, and he becomes a soulless machine and replaces his predecessor.
The reason I'm optimistic is because apparently this guy, to be fair, from all accounts, he's something of a rarity of this level of douchebaggery. Like, none of his employees have been happy with him. He hasn't just been working at Microsoft, he's been working at a bunch of other places that nobody's liked him at. This has been the straw that's broken the camel's back, and so that's why I'm optimistic the next person they get in might actually be more, I don't know, open-minded in terms of creativity, but, you know, I think they still want to go online.
But yeah, the whole entire online thing really freaks me out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what sunk SimCity and almost Diablo 3. All the DRM controls that makes the fucking thing unplayable.
Well, that's going to be the next breakthrough in horror, and they're going to spy on you all the time. In the ultimate horror experience, the machine goes against you.
It secretly scan your hard drive for pornography while it's connected to the internet. All of a sudden, there's like a picture of like your face on the FBI website.
It's like Dave Allen said, it's kind of like a dad who smokes himself but keeps telling his kids to not smoke. It's like, look, you're smoking, give me that cigarette. It's just like completely hypocritical.
Have you guys heard about the installments for the PS4?
Ooh, keep going. Tell us more.
This thing is a complete waste of time. It's basically a Wii and an Xbox taped together. And it's not... No, that's why it comes with a little camera inside of it, so you can do one of the motion games. And, you know, and it's got the solid hardware drive. You know, you can always go online and get new games and stuff like that. But it is not compatible for either PS1, 2, or 3 games. It does not play any of them.
That sucks. I hate when they don't do backwards compatibility. I got a shit ton of fucking PlayStation 1 and 2 games. I can play the PlayStation 1 games on my computer, but PlayStation 2 games, you know, if my PS3 dies, which can't play it, I'm fucked. I mean, what am I going to do?
It'll drive me nuts if, you know, Team Silent comes back and makes a new Silent Hill game, but it's only compatible for the PS4. I will be pissed.
But you know the reason why they do that is because then what they do is they take old PlayStation 2, they re-release them in high def, just like the Silent Hill games.
That was
However, there is a change here in that Mark Kearney is overseeing the PS4. I mean, this is the guy who he worked on the Spyro franchise and the Crash Bandicoot franchises. He's putting Knack out, which, to be perfectly honest, doesn't look incredibly original. But that is another thing that sort of makes me think, okay, well, there's some interesting shift going on here. That's what's going to make this year's E3 so exciting, is the fact that these companies are shifting, and we are actually getting some final, after all this time, you know, moves in where people sit in the hierarchy. I'm kind of happy with that, but at the same time, I think that the ideas they have for the hardware for the PS4 are absolutely fucking horrible. I mean, seriously, nobody wants motion controls anymore. You've seen how it's plummeted in recent days. We did a whole couple of podcasts on it.
Well, it looks like what they're trying to do is they're trying to combine the Wii with the Wii U and with the Kinect, basically, is what they're doing.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 4, to me, it looks kind of cool with all these features, and there's definitely room where they could do some innovation with it, though. But unfortunately, the entire thing is clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm surprised they don't have a fucking, like, 3D screen on the controller, you know? Oh, the 3DS.
Yeah, it would be like a Swiss Army knife from the consoles.
That's exactly what it is, a Swiss Army knife. The fact that all this hardware is in the box is going to help, because not too many people, like, develop for attachments.
No.
Yeah, nobody ever really builds for attachments. I mean, you know...
The N64 Rumble Pack was the exception that made vibrating controllers a gaming standard, but think back about everything else. How many Super Scope compliant games were there on the SNES? How many games actually used the Mario Paint mouse besides Mario Paint? Or how many games besides Pokemon Stadium use that Game Boy N64 connector? What's the adoption percentage for the Kinect and the PlayStation Move, and how many games does each accessory have?
But if it's out of the box, if motion control's right out of the box, then people will develop for it because it's going to be native hardware. It's going to be on every single console. People won't have to say, oh, well, you know, only half the people have the Move technology installed in their PlayStation.
Yeah, but I've got a counterpoint. The motion controls were integral to the Wii,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that we saw lots of great games developed because, first of all, the hardware was not there. But even with the appearance of the Wii Motion Plus, which you could actually classify as an attachment/accessory, the situation did not improve. As a result, the Wii is where it is right now. It's basically casual games and party simulators, a few A-class Nintendo titles, and that's pretty much it.
Which leaves room for Steam to come in, I think, and take their part of the market, really.
Yeah, that Steam box or whatever the hell they're going to call theirs.
Yeah, but we discussed this, didn't we? It's like if you have a laptop or a PC and you have Steam installed, why the fuck would you buy a
console?
A console that's basically just Steam?
I'd forgotten about that point. Yeah, I suppose that's true. But it depends on what exclusives that they put forward. I mean, if maybe Telltale are working up with them, maybe, you know, they've got something planned on the back burner. Maybe Valve have something big coming for it that's an exclusive.
Poker Night 2.
Oh, God. That looks so great.
But will Steam Box, going back to the discussion, will the Steam Box actually have any exclusives? I can't see it will, because it's just going to hurt the laptop and desktop users.
Yeah, again, I can't think of anything that they would drum up for it at the moment. So.
It's a pretty powerful piece of hardware for, what, $600, $700, something like that? I mean, it's basically a PC in a very, very small box, but still, I mean, if you got a decent laptop or a good desktop, what's the draw?
That is a good question.
Did you guys... I was showing Max, and Max can attest to this. I was reading an article about the Unreal 4 engine. Max remembers it.
What's this?
So Unreal 4 engine is the brand new engine that they're making for new consoles. And someone actually asked the guy, will the Wii U use the Unreal 4 engine? And the guy's response was basically Max's response, just laughing out loud.
And then
Oh my goodness.
That's fantastic. Oh, wow.
Yep. And people still give us flack for actually denouncing the Wii U in our earlier installment.
Because they're Nintendo fans, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, no, kids. It's gonna do fine. It's gonna do fine. Enjoy your 2-year-old ports.
Enjoy your 2-year-old ports with Wii technology on 5-year-old hardware.
Yeah, because... never mind the...
I got that reference.
Yeah, another great exclusive that the Wii U is getting is what they refer to as the director's cut of Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is another 2-year-old game. And the main feature this time is that, no, really, guys, we really fixed the boss battles this time. Oh, shit, really? 2 years after the game is released, everyone's played it and moved on.
Wait, you called it a director's cut, so the director's initial, you know, image for this game was it to be low res and completely under par, you know?
Actually, that's a good point, because the director's cut implies that there was some sort of a creative director who oversaw it, right? Bullshit. It was a design by committee. It's not like someone who's like a Tim Schafer of this project walked in and said, you know what, we're really fucked up with this, we could improve that, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit, they're just releasing it. It's a blatant cash grab, and there's nothing to justify the purchase. Oh, we're also including those 2 separate missions that you can download into the game.
Okay. They should have done all this in the first place, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, this is kind of like that director's cut that they made of Amadeus, you know, the movie. And the director came forward and said, guys, that's not director's cut. That's the cut that I originally said, take all those scenes out. So basically...
Director's cut was the original, you fuckheads.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was saying there are so many various variations of Deus Ex that do include these side missions or, you know, the DLC campaign, the missing link. So basically, they're taking that, the existing version, just fixing the boss battles, and re-releasing it with gimmicks for the Wii U. So now you can scan the environment or look at the map with your tablet in your hands.
I know, it's like, the guy's like, oh, my original vision for this had whale controls and a touch screen.
God damn it, if only that technology was available 2 years ago.
I never really thought about releasing a director's cut until Nintendo brought in the wheelbarrow full of money.
He asked God, what should I do? And God responded, you should use a stick or a finger.
Yes! Brilliant!
It's a sad day when Iwata turns out to be God.
No wonder why he isn't hearing my prayers. He can't speak English.
When we swing on your brother.